Anyways, so before I go to the last two maps, first I'm going to sell some, well, little amounts of stuff I have. Though I do want to see what it looks like, because I did keep the last one right here. It actually had defense power, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, you gotta admit, it looks fucking cool. I mean, I want to farm this on a harder difficulty and get these weapons for my people, because they look cool. I mean, look at it. It just looks cool. It looks big as a motherfucker. It looks powerful. I have no use for it. It's too weak because I did it on lower difficulty. But I mean, it's cool. I can't even imagine what the other ones look like. I know I've seen them because I've seen the patch notes and stuff. I just don't remember, if I'm being honest. So let's sell this. I definitely don't need that old boat I had. My stuff's a little scrambled around right now, but that's fine. I don't care. I'll deal with it later. And obviously this stuff is not going to be better for any of my people, so don't even bother looking at it, just sell it. So right now what they did, I'm not going to do any of the maps, but I am going to look at them. If for some reason anyone wants to see me do them, they're the same old maps, they look a little different. Then just ask and I will. But they added like a Christmas, like a snowy Christmas theme to a bunch of, and some of the outside maps. I'll just show here real fast. It won't take too long. Like this one's all snowy and winter wonderlandy. It doesn't affect the gameplay at all. It's a kind of a theme thing. I don't know if you want to see all of them. I think you get the idea. But pretty much just any map that has that snowflake on it on the map selection screen just means that everything is all snowy and stuff. So that's cool. If for some reason you want to see any of the snowy maps or want to see my builds on any of the maps, let me know. I'll do it. I don't really care. I don't think it would be that exciting, so that's why I'm not doing it. But just note that is an option. So switch over to my Tigre here. I just call that because of the whole base thing. It reminds me of that one guy from wherever the fuck it's called. I can't do this on a sane, so I'm gonna do this on hard. It reminds me of that guy from Mini Ninjas, the little guy that runs and goes, that adorable guy. It reminds me of that guy, and it just makes me want to call him El Tigre. Alright, so the next two maps, the Dead Road and the Temple of the Necrotic, I think that's how you pronounce it, are the Halloween themey maps. I don't know if they technically had Halloween in mind, but they put them out around Halloween with the new Halloween skin stuff. So I assume they're Halloween themed maps, and I would never farm them. I never have the desire to farm them because they're kind of, I wouldn't call them hard, but they're really big and open, which is not really ideal for farming gear unless you wanted the Halloween spooky shit, but those are kind of, weaker unless you do it on really hard difficulties. Unless you want a specific Halloween themed weapon, legendary weapon, for its effect, which I don't remember them having that great effects. The Haunt ability was pretty cool. Like when you did a bunch of attacks, it would send out this ghost wave that would deal like damage over time to them or something. That was pretty cool. But I don't know. There's no reason to really farm these places because they're actually kind of a little difficult to do such because there's so many places you need to block off. You have to use a lot of defense units. Makes it hard to upgrade shit. So I'm gonna put a choke point right here. I did this place once, but then my game crashed on me because my computer was having problems at the time, and I had to go get it into the shop. And so then I was just like, I don't want to do all that building again. I'm good. I'm done. So I haven't really done this place. I did the other place all the way through, but I haven't really done this place very much, or very well. Okay, so those three, and yeah, there's 5 choke points where most maps 3 or 4. At least you can get it down to 3 or 4. And so that's kind of annoying. And here's a soul stone just in the middle of nowhere, so you kind of have to trick them out on this little small platform, which is cool because it makes them all have to you know, go through here. But if there's like any javelins, they're gonna start chucking from here. So you have to make sure that they can hit up there. Yes. Fucking, didn't I put it back? No. Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna do. Actually, where would they come out from if that breaks? I don't know where they'd even come out from. Like, in here? Or, like, I don't fucking know. Usually you can see where that's connected to, but I guess not this time. And then, of course, the last spot to defend right here. It's kind of hard to find a choke point in here. It's pretty close to the thing, but it should do. Man, we'll go with this, see how well it works. This isn't going to be an optimized build by any means necessary, or it might luckily turn out to be such. I don't know. There's not a whole. There's just a bunch of skeletons coming from there. There's a lot of skeletons that spawn in these two maps because, you know, once again, it's spooky Halloween themed. So let's just try to kill them. Hopefully we can stop them because they're probably going to easily be able to get past this, and I don't want to have to build anything else to stop them from doing that. Like so. We'll see. I think my video just started over again. I actually want to build these kind of in the mid to the back of this. There we go. And same with this one. There we go. And have this one kind of over here. Alright, that should work. Hopefully that should work. So I'm thinking 2 for all of these. Let's have this one kind of facing like this. Oh shit. So we can hit people around the bend so they can't just stand and pluck them, because I don't see any not harpoon javelin guys yet, but you never know. You just never know. And I really hope that they're not gonna just slip past them. Oh, wasn't that the double block point? Oh. Then oh no. Yeah, let's put a third one in here just to be safe. Alright, and these two will just be the standard. Like I said, it's just so much. It's just so much to defend. And it just really annoys me, because I like to have just small amounts of stuff so I can just super upgrade everything, but this is just like ridiculous. But this should work. It's on a pretty low difficulty. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, I would at least hope. I'm going to try to get everything that I can to rank 1. I definitely want these over here and those over to the left up to rank 1 if at all possible. We'll leave one of those off so I can get these, because I feel like this side's going to need it, and then we'll just upgrade accordingly. Right now, I mean, I guess I'll play my mage just because I haven't really shown him off a whole lot. I would like to keep leveling up Lindsay here, but we'll wait. So I guess we'll throw Tallow into the mix. He has this really cool new staff that I got that I haven't been able to test out. It does burst. I think it shoots like 4 or 5 missiles at once, but it's hard to see because it's all glowy and fiery. So we'll see how well this goes. Yeah, I just don't trust them. Let's see how well they... Let's see if these javelins... Okay. Okay, so they're not turning their attention, at least yet, to deal with that. So that really makes me happy. And I got the trap off that I didn't even mean to get. That's pretty fucking cool. Anyways, so something I felt like mentioning that I noticed about myself in general is that whenever I use face cam, I tend to be wearing, especially now when it's really cold outside, I tend to be wearing this this robe, and I felt like I should. Oh, I activated the spiders. No, that's not like it cares. I don't know what they do. Actually, I've never done that. Yeah. So I got this robe for my birthday from my girlfriend's father. He bought me this robe, and it is so warm and so comfy. I love this fucking thing. So whenever I'm just out here in my house, because my house doesn't have heating out in the front room, it's supposed to, but my landlord's kind of cheap, And it's like, no, I'm not gonna fix it. You guys just get a space heater or some shit. But we just haven't felt the need to buy a space heater yet. So yeah, so it's cold out here in the front room, but we have a heater in our room, which is just really the only place we need it if we, you know, need heat that bad. So I always wear the robe when I come out here in game because it is so comfy. Like whenever I'm not going somewhere and doing stuff, I'm like always in sweats, which I am right now, and this robe, man, because it is just like, it's the comfiest comfy of all comfy that ever comfied, man. It is the shit. So if you're wondering why I'm always wearing this weird checkered thing whenever I record, it's because it's my robe and it is fucking nice. So I wanted to watch over here just to make sure that no one's doing any crazy shit from over here. I mean, they will be easily hit from over here. I just want to make sure that they're not, you know, fucking around. Ah, these guys can't be knocked up. Man, that thing just went. Like those guys ain't throwing, are they? No, they're going all the way around. I think they fixed that kind of crap with these new maps, at least. I don't know if they fixed it for the old maps. For these new maps, it really does seem like they're not doing any cheap shit like that, so you don't have to try to just cover your bases, you know. So that makes me happy. Boss. Maltheus. Motherfucker. Maltheus is the hardest and most annoying mini-boss, in my opinion. Because Maltheus is a big dark mage who will resurrect people as big skeletons anywhere on the map. Nice big chunk of damage there. And usually, depending, like the places that he spawns out, he stands in this place for a long time in the the place where he's immortal, so nothing can attack him except for maybe you if you can get the right angle. And he just heals and resurrects things constantly, and then eventually he'll work his way out. It's so fucking annoying. That's why Maltheus, in my opinion, is like the hardest fucking boss in this, mini boss in this game. Betsy seems to be the hardest actual boss. Oh my god, I got my ass worked by Betsy. It was ridiculous. But you, of course, if you watched, you saw exactly what happened to me. I just got my ass fucked by Betsy. She rode me to town and didn't think twice about it. So, let's upgrade some of these. I'll just upgrade. Whoop. Try not to miss that jump, which I think I missed before because I jumped too soon. And I was like, no! That was pretty funny. God, that bitch. But yeah, I was just trying to get one of these upgrades over here, get that upgraded because I can't upgrade those, and just, yeah, this is pretty easy. I mean, the map's not that hard, but like I mentioned, upgrades are scarce because there's so many defense units scattered everywhere. The upgrades are pretty scarce, but it seems like these are some pretty decent places, at least with the damage I'm doing on the lower difficulty. These are decent places to put defenses at. So there you go. I mean, I personally, if I go look, I don't see anywhere else that you can possibly. Oh, the skeleton's easy. He'll keep coming back up, but he's easy. Let's see if you guys. Nope, you guys can be knocked up now. I actually do some pretty damn decent ability damage on him. It's not as high as I'd like it yet, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Where's skeleton? Right there. Don't say something. Oh yeah. The only other place I can imagine putting these, I could put something like 1 or 2 over here and then move this forward. I don't see why I would do that because this is working just fine for a cheaper effect. So I don't see why I would even think about doing that. But I guess the only other option I feel that you would have on this map would be to let this fall. I assume they would come out of here because I don't see where that is linked to. I don't see any places like caged off or some shit, you know. I don't see anything like that. So I assume they would come out here. You could just move these back to like around here to a better more open choke point and just deal with the ones that come out. That's the only other option that I see at all, you know. So I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good defense build here. I don't know. Feel free to tell me your defense builds. I really do. You know, if you feel like, nah, man, this one's way more efficient. But note, I don't really use traps or auras at the current moment. So if you say like, oh, well, it could be more efficient with traps and auras, I believe it. But I'm not going to be doing anything like that for some time. So it's nice that you feel that way, but I can't really do that right now. Let's see. I want to find one of these that are not ranked up yet. I feel like this one's, yeah. Bam. Let's get this up. And get another one over here. I'm just trying to upgrade as efficiently as I feel that I can. As I mentioned, I'm just not used to having this many defense units, so I don't know what the most efficient upgrade pattern schedule, whatever you want to call it, would be in these situations. So I'm just trying to upgrade as best as I feel possible. I know I can't get him to raise up. I can at least distract him and make him want to attack me. He didn't drop anything. Well, I didn't expect anything good to drop for me anyways, but he didn't drop anything. Good. Decent. Ooh, legendary. Oh, walked right into that. Saw it last second. And as you can see, walked around my defenses like a jackass. That's cool looking, but once again, most legendaries always want to give you defense health or hero health. Like, I literally had one that gave me defense health. Was it defense health or was it hero health? It was hero health and hero crit damage. Now, hero crit damage is a really good stat if you're going for that kind of stuff, but that's when you pair it with hero damage or ability power, at the least. When you, like, hero health and hero crit damage is the most random and seemingly useless combination of stats I could ever think of. It's so weird. And, yeah, it's just, oh my god. It drives me crazy. It drives me fucking crazy. Man, there's like either no people coming? It's like 277 people coming, but they just die so fast. Probably because a lot of them are in multiple lanes, which I guess is a bonus of having them. I don't know. There's not many over there, so I'm just going to go with this. Let's continue to rank stuff up to 3. 3 should be... Oh, okay. Tier 4. Excuse me. Tier 4 should be more than enough to deal with anything that this difficulty can throw out at me. So I'm just going to leave it there and focus on the boost auras until they're tier 4. And then if we still have shit to do after that, then oh, that's upgraded. I know one of these bitches ain't upgraded. Or maybe they're all upgraded. Then we'll do something with them. Okay, I guess these are all upgraded. I'll go look for one that's not. Yeah, I think I missed. Yeah. So that should be fine. That's one. I knew there was one. I know I wasn't losing my mind. Not yet. That comes later in the day. Oh, my back hurts. I think I slept on it wrong. It's sore as a motherfucker. I can't tell if the yeah, I'm sorry if the music volume's a little low. I was having problems with it in the past. I don't think with his headset though, so I should reevaluate that. But I was having problems on a certain game with having my my volume level too high, so you could still hear me, but the music was also super fucking loud. So it was too much noise for the ears to have to deal with. And so, yeah, I've been trying to work on the levels. If the music and the sound effects and everything are too low, I will work on getting that higher. But I'm working with levels right now, so it's not perfect, and I know that. I know it's not perfect, so I'm working on it. Just in case you're wondering, I know I had this problem with what's it called, with Shadow of Mordor, and the ones I've recorded recently, because before when I was recording on my crappier mic, because that's the last time I recorded it, the volumes were way too loud. Like whenever like the battle music would kick in, or someone, like one of them would start saying stuff, it just shouted over the volume of my mic, and so I kind of worked the levels down to where I thought was a good level, and I'm listening to it back, and it's decent. The music's kind of there, you can hear people, but when it goes into a cutscene, it's like they're whispering. I'm just like, what the fuck? This is not what I was going for. So I'm working with the levels, is the long story short, and I will get them perfect here eventually. But they might be a little. It sounds like it's a little quiet right now to me. It sounds like it's there, but it might be a little more quiet than desired. But it's at least hearable. But I'm afraid if I crank it up a little more to where I feel it's. I saw the screen restart, so I stopped talking. I'm afraid it's going to be too loud. So I'm kind of working on that. I got one shot. I don't mind getting killed by these guys, because my feeling is that like if I distract them long enough to where they kill me, my towers can take less damage. So I don't mind sacrificing my life so that my towers don't get hit. But that one, that kind of did both. One-shot me and did some decent damage to my towers, so that kind of defeated the purpose. I should have tried to distract him from behind, but I don't think he would have been interested in me, so whatever. He doesn't do enough damage. The skeleton doesn't hit very hard. Another thing I wanted to talk about, if I can remember what it was, now that I've distracted myself again. Oh, yes, the screen changing. So you'll notice to be times when like I'm recording, all of a sudden like when I'm doing face cam on like League of Legends and stuff, like the face cam will disappear and then reappear, and like there'll be a little chop in what I was saying, like a skip a second or two. I'm aware of this. I've been aware of this from the first time I did it. I've always known about this, but there's not a whole lot I can do with certain things, because pretty much what's happening is Bandicam is not as. Oh my god, that got just skull fucked. No. Oh my god, what happened? I'm gonna need some more defenses up in here. Oh, what's happening is that god damn. Is Bandicam is not as fluid as Fraps, but it's still, I mean, a million times better than Fraps. Trust me, like Fraps lags so fucking hard and takes up so much space compared to Bandicam. Anyways, it's not as graceful because I have it that once it's done recording 15 minutes of video, it will stop the recording, start a new one fresh. But when it does that, it's like it's done with the video completely. It's not like, oh, we're starting a new one. No, it stops the video, so it stops the face cam, and it starts a new one. And if you've ever watched one of my videos and all of a sudden it's like, Ray, can't join here, you know, like I'm just already into something, it's because I pushed the button, waited a second or two, and then started talking, but it didn't start recording till right in the middle of my speech. It does that little stall sometimes. Kind of like that when I'm done. Yeah. And so, it takes a second or two, so that's why it seems like part of my dialogue skips, because it kind of does. I don't even know why I tried jumping over there. And so that's what's happening with that. That's why that's happening. So this I need some. I'm thinking some slow. Definitely. Let's see if we can get this up in here. Some slow and a. One of these wouldn't hurt. See if we can get this bad boy boost in. That one needs. Oh, that's flame thrower. I don't want that. There we go. That's a little farther range. That makes sense. I don't know how I mistake that ice thing, but there you go. Get a little more damage. protection up in here. There's protection up in here. Since this is the only one that seems to be really getting fucked, and this is the last wave, let's upgrade that to 3. Shit, man. All these are up, so let's see. It's 2. Oh my god, make the jump. I had pushed the button, but I didn't. It's sensitive because they have so many things set to A to jump that you have to either tap it or like really get in there to make him actually jump in. So I pushed the A button, but I accidentally held it down for a second too long, and he didn't jump. That's what happened there. Anyways, we're ready to roll. I'll just have to pay attention to this side over here because that was deadly. Let's see if we can't get him to turn around over here or something. Or get confused or... Okay, he got stunned by my tower anyways, so... Just let him wail on it. We'll just try to do some damage to him. There we go. And there we go. Okay, that should be fine now. Let's go over here where this thing was just getting skull fucked. Birds. Not birds, flyers. Where is it? Oh, I didn't know there was something up there. Oh man, I'm good. Alright, just die. You're done. You're done. It's over. So I guess I'll look at this from over here, because I gotta make sure no more flyers come in at this bitch. I didn't even notice that was here. I guess you could put shit up here. I don't even... That's weird for me. Anyways, how's this holding up? Well, I see no flyers on the map. Doing a lot better. Where's that? Ogres over here. Ogres are really easy to confuse and make them turn around and try to hit you and stuff to make your towers have a better chance, but they will one-hit almost every one of my people. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so we got a bunch up in here. Let's see if we can get... Okay, some of them I either missed or can't get knocked up in the air. Either way, we'll make them focus their time and anger on me so that my stuff doesn't get shredded, and it's looking good. Yeah, so the reason I could make it so that, especially for League of Legends videos, this would probably work. This would work. I mean, I don't know why I say probably. It would work really well if I just made it like record until I told it to stop. So it would be all in one big chunk, which would make editing a little easier too. The reason I don't do that, I would used to do that when I would record League of Legends back before I even did Facecam. I would push the button. You know, I would change the go into the settings and change it. I got like 80,000. Oh, for doing 8 maps. That's why. Cool. Oh, here's more of this stuff. That was one of my daily quests. So there you go. It was like 8 or 6 maps or some shit like that. I'm getting a lot of legendary chests. Like I said, they really increased that drop rate because I never once got one in the pre-alpha, and now I've gotten like 10 to 20 in the alpha. It's crazy. Anyways. So let's go back to the tavern. We'll start up the next map. The reason I stopped doing is because that was around the time I did the Adventures of Shuggy.